Hi everybody, today we're talking about area and perimeter. We need to decide which one we're solving for. And if you need to cover a certain space, you're going to solve for area. Think about like an area rug. You throw it down on the floor to cover a certain area of your floor. If you look at this bulletin board, you know bulletin boards like we make at school, the area that is covered on this example, it's covered in black. You see the background is black. That is solving for area. The area is the paper, the black paper that's all over it, covering it. Okay? Now, if we're looking to decide how much border we need. Okay, do you see the white border? It has a scalloped edge that's going all the way around the bulletin board. That would be solving for perimeter. If they're looking for fencing or edging, baseboards, they are going around the space, then you're solving for perimeter. So think about area as being like an area rug, and perimeter as being like a fence, border, or even a rim that goes around something. Okay, so an area rug and a fence for perimeter. Okay, our example here says Julio is putting a stone border around his rectangular garden. The length of the garden is 7 feet. The width of the garden is 5 feet. How many feet of stone border does Julio need? Let's read that again. Julio is putting a stone border, oh, there's a clue word, around, another clue word, his rectangular garden. The length of the garden is 7 feet. This is important. The width of the garden is 5 feet. Width is 5 feet. How many feet of stone border does Julio need? Okay, so remember we talked about border means perimeter. So if you see that word border or edging or fence, you're going to write a P for perimeter so you know what you're solving for. We're solving for the distance around, do you see that word? There it is again, around a figure. Okay, so all we do is we add up the sides. Length plus width plus length plus width. So I'm going to go ahead and label the garden's 4 sides. We have 5 feet width on both of those sides, and then for the length we have 7 feet. And so all we're going to do is we're going to add 7 feet plus 5 feet plus 7 feet plus 5 feet. And that will give us the distance around, or the perimeter. All right, so what do you get when you add 7 plus 5? Right, you get 12. So we have that 2 times, so 12 plus 12. 12 feet plus 12 feet is 24 feet. Good, so he needs 24 feet of stone border. Now, there's other ways that you can do this, right? You could do length plus width plus width, or width plus length, or you could do length times 2 plus width times 2. Any of those will work. Okay, now Mr. Carlson wants to carpet the family room of his house as shown in the diagram. He multiplied 10 times 12 to determine how much carpet to use. Why did Mr. Carlson multiply 10 times 14? Well, are we solving for area or perimeter here? He's covering the floor with carpet. Right, he's solving for area. And so the formula for that is length times width, or width times length. So Mr. Carlson is multiplying the width of 10 feet times the length of 14 feet. And obviously, what is that? Right. 10 times 14 is 140 feet. So his area, why did he do that? Because he's solving for area. He's covering the floor. Good. So now you know the difference between area and perimeter, and you know how to solve for them.